This is a neutral cause and effect observation. Just days after coming on the takeout, Michigan Democratic Progressive Senate candidate Dr. Abdul El-Sayed received a prominent endorsement today from none other than Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who's kind of an important voice in the Democratic Party. And it's her first endorsement in a contested Senate primary this cycle. He was here, then it happened. I don't know, maybe. Our political panel is here. Democratic strategist, CBS News political contributor Joel Payne, Republican strategist Sarah Chamberlain. I'm just saying it pays to be on the takeout. That's all I'm saying.
Sure does,
Joel?
absolutely.
I mean, listen, you don't have to convince me. I love it here. I think it's well worth an endorsement.
Look at that race and tell me, what do you think it means?
I think it's a very interesting microcosm of what's going on in the Democratic Party right now. You've got three lanes. You've got the Haley Stevens in the kind of moderate lane. You've got Mallory Umaro in the center left lane. And then you've got Abdul El-Sayed in that progressive lane. That mimics the fight that's happening in the Democratic Party right now.
And it's not in New York or Denver. It's in Michigan statewide.
It's in Michigan, and he's run statewide before. He's well known. He's well respected. He's got a good presence in the state, and I think he's going to win that primary. The other thing I would say about it, too, Major, is Abdul El-Sayed is probably more organized than the other two candidates because the left is more organized right now. They're more energized, and they've got the boots on the ground and actually are putting people in motion in primaries and in races all across the country because those are the folks who are more motivated to show up and to show out right now. And I think that's what the middle of the party is missing with this energy.
And Sarah, you well know that Mike Rogers will run again.
Yes.
Ran and lost narrowly.
Narrowly, very.
Is he eager to see Abdul El-Sayed
It's exactly
as the
what
nominee?
he wants, because this is not New York. I mean, Michigan, statewide, it's going to be tough.
Gives him a fighting chance.
It absolutely does. And it could make sure that we ensure keeping the Senate. So we're actually pretty excited about
that
it.
a little bit differently.
Energy, I would imagine.
Energy is the thing for Democrats right now. Haley Stevens is not going to energize that Democratic electorate. Mallory Umaro probably has more of a case. Abdul El-Sayed is going to turn out new voters for that Democratic coalition. So I understand what Republicans are saying. I don't think that's the right read.
And Sarah, your point would be El-Sayed would, on the Republican and possibly independent side, create a counter energy.
Absolutely. And the independents, would they vote for him, or would they be like, okay, we're willing to take Mike Rogers, he's pretty moderate.
People who don't like doctors who look out for health care. Yeah.
Well.
All right. Sarah, I want to ask you really quick, because for the second week in a row, and this didn't get a lot of attention because a lot of other things are going on, the House of Representatives, run by Republicans, bailed, left town on Tuesday. Why? Because they can't bring a single piece of legislation to the floor of the House. When a Republican majority, Sarah, cannot bring the National Defense Authorization Act to the floor of the House because of internal divisions, Houston, we have a problem.
We have a huge problem. And we only have 24 days left before the election legislative days.
This is a non-functional majority.
Which is what Democrats could find out if they get all these socialists elected. This is your Tea Party moment. This is what this looks like. And they just can't get along. They're willing to join with the Democrats and block Republican legislation. This is a
non-functional majority.
It is a non-functional.
All right, let's get to the debate that is going to be the remainder of our 2.5 minutes together. So Zohran Mamdani, the New York City mayor, said to constituents in New York yesterday, look, we have a huge heat wave coming. How about setting your thermostat at 78? We had a call, our daily call for the show this morning, and I said that my temperature in the summer in my apartment is 76, and my team lost their mind. Lost their mind. Like, what are you doing? How can you live in an apartment that's so hot? To me, it's not that hot. What is your preferred temperature?
72.
Joel.
So I would say for this heat wave we're in, 72 feels appropriate. It's on 70 at home right now. I got to be honest, though. And look, I mean, Zohran is
Trust me, my team has some 68ers in there.
Wow,
and 69ers. Really? Yes, absolutely.
Zohran's not trying to have anybody sweltering. I mean, they're trying to protect the power grid in New York.
I mean, the basic premise is you can be inconvenienced or you can have or risk a blackout. Which would you prefer?
So do we think Taylor Swift's wedding, who I love her, is going to be at 78? I highly doubt that.
I'm going to guess no.
I'm
going to take the under on that. I'm going to take the under on that.
Yeah.
And do you think that Taylor Swift's wedding, since you mentioned it, is intentional to be timed to sort of counter-program whatever is going on in Washington and President Trump?
I do, because I don't think she likes the Republican Party. She doesn't care for Trump. And everybody's attention will be at Madison Square Garden.
Do you think that's going to aggravate the president?
Of course.
I weep if that's true. I doubt it's true.
Well, you guys are both going, right?
Of course.
I'm waiting for my invite. I'm on the last, like when the other people say no, and you're like on the
that
last.
wave?
I'm in that
Okay.
wave.
Because there are droves of people
That's right.
saying no to
Yes,
Taylor's
I'm
wedding.
sure there are.
Do you think there is any potential blowback for the mayor to say something like this, 78 degrees?
I think people will try to spin up any blowback. Zohran Mamdani, pretty good rookie year. As a Knicks fan, I feel pretty good about his mayorship right now. But honestly, he's getting enough of the things that he's promised done. He's doing it in a way that's not alienating New Yorkers. He's paying attention to the concerns of Jewish New Yorkers who are concerned about him not paying enough attention to that. I think, actually, the thing I would say as an observation, Republicans should be very happy this man was born in Uganda and not in the Upper East Side, because
we've actually talked about that.
I'm sure.
He can't run for president. Yeah.
Joel Payne, you get the last word. Sarah Chamberlain, great to have you here.
Thank
you
you.
so very much.